Right, we are back then, by some miracle. Yeah, I don't know how that's happened, but we both managed to get back. I got kicked as well. We don't know who the host is now, that's the problem. You'd think this game managed to sort something out, but no way of us knowing who the host is now. Thank you to Humphreys for the follow, 985. Lovely. Yeah, so Jake is back in as well. So for some reason, which is a good thing, it lets Siege send invites, but no one else. I mean, everyone else could send invite, but when I kept clicking to join it, Link 71, Max 71, and it just kept up saying that they were the only person in the lobby. Like join it, it just kept saying joining session, but the lobby wouldn't appear. When Siege sent his invite, it let me join it straight away. It said that everyone was there, and I'm straight back in. So Siege is the magician. Siege did used to host for us, but of course I don't want to ask drivers to host now, in case it kicks them and then they can't get back in. So that's the only reason why we have to have someone else come in to do it. It's just the way this game does it, unfortunately. It's bloody stupid. But anyway, let's focus back on the racing. Best times, look. So Epic the Animal and V-Bobby straight away went for it on the soft. Sully's done the same as well, but I think it was only a scrub run actually, because he's now going to try and beat it with the mediums. And obviously the mediums and softs, there's not too much of a difference between them here. Siege has magic powers, I'm going to say. Absolutely he does, doesn't he? Yeah, this is... We'll go to what tyre they're on. Everyone else so far has just done a scrub run. I don't actually... Sloth's done his on the mediums, and that's a genuine time on the mediums there from Sloth. But Series on a lap now, and Denger's invalidated, unfortunately. Nunda is on a lap on the medium tyres, so keep our eyes on him. He's now going through Beckett's exit as well. He doesn't clip the grass. Who broke the stream saying Fungi it is back, and Siege saying PS5 hacks, yeah? Well, Siege is the man, isn't he? Lovely. Yeah, it was a point I thought we're going to have to restart here and just do it. If we did have to restart, it'd just be a short qualifying, and we'd have to say to the drivers that were knocked out in Q1 just to retire and not set a lap. Anyway, none across the line, 1:27.5, so it's not as good as his Q1 pace. I know it's on the medium tyres, but it's still a few tenths off Sloth, and Sloth was on the mediums for his lap too. So, yeah, Nunda might need, I think, a bit more than that to get through. German's going for it on the softs, and we're halfway into this session now, so I don't think this will be a scrub run. I think German's going for this. Sly Guy's out of the pits now on the mediums, as are Lynx, Sam and Black Box all on their out lap. Siege on out lap, but he's on the soft tyres. Yeah, German's straightened up nicely. Again, like we say, it's not too much of a difference starting the medium or soft, and it shows in the times as well that they're setting, because literally just 3 or 4 tenths between the softs and mediums. I think we saw Immortal and Keza in Q2 on Thursday setting times quicker on the mediums than KD's even the softs. So yeah, it's quite good actually. It's good to see how it works. Different to most tracks, isn't it, in terms of the tyres around here. Opens up a lot of opportunities. German then going through Cops, taking that nicely as well. You'd expect him to get through on the softs. You'd be surprised if he didn't. Mind you, we did struggle in Q1, didn't we? I think yeah, who was that? It's just started lap, or was it Dylan improving up to P5? That's what it was. On the soft tyres, gets ahead of Nunda, still struggled to get through with that, I think. Here is German then, about to come through Stowe. I think his teammate's going to get out of the... Oh no, it's not his teammate, it's Nunda in AI. He needs to get out of the way, just about does. Yeah, he's living dangerously then. Theo's up in P7 by the way, he's coming to the pits. Chalk is in 8, let's just scrub that from him as well. And German about to cross the line, and he's up to P3. There we go. You'd expect that top 3 to be safety through, wouldn't you? Unless everyone goes to the softs, and it could be a bit of a battle. Yeah, I can't promise it won't be kicked again because the host has been kicked. I don't know who's hosting this now, so it could be someone with real dodgy internet, and you might see people keep getting kicked. Hopefully not. But you know what this game's like. Everyone knows what it's like by now. Siege back across the line, the soft tyres. He's up to P5 for those magic powers. Hopefully they'll show off on the track for him as well. That's the Lynx across the line, the medium tyres. Let's see what he can do. He's up to third, only 2 tenths of his teammate set his time on the soft. Sam's coming through. About to come into Stowe. Sly Guy started his lap. Black Box is about to come into the Cops. Well, what's Black Box in Cops? Yeah, not as quick through Cops on the soft, on the medium tyres. That's where you lose a tiny bit of time. You are pretty much flat out, aren't you? But anyway, we'll keep our eyes on Sam. He's about to cross the line. What can Sam do? He's about to get there, and he's up to P8 on the medium tyres. So yeah, Sloth's time, a few 2.5 tenths exactly ahead of him. Sly Guy's about to come into Cops. We'll keep our eyes on Black Box. And Nunda's saying, "Imagine I'm hosting." Oh God, I hope not. If Nunda's hosting, we're all fucked, didn't we? Nunda's hosting. Here goes Black Box then. Clipping the last couple of apexes. This is where he backed off on the lap in Q1. He's no such thing in Q2. He needs to get through on his time. He needs to be good. He's only 8 for Black Box on those medium tyres. He's 2 tenths ahead of Sam. Yeah, Sloth set his time on the mediums. Yeah, he did. And Lynx 3 tenths ahead of Black Box. He did say he likes this track. Lynx did. Yeah, definitely showing as well. But Sly Guy's going to be next, isn't he? Let's keep our eyes on him. He's now coming through the last couple of sectors, turning a little bit early. Bit of correction for lap. Avoids the red sausage curve as well. About to come onto the straight, Sly Guy. And he's up to P4. And look at that, he's only a quarter of a tenth ahead of Lynx on the medium tyres. So that is really close between them two. Lynx is going again actually. He thinks he can improve. He must be improving if he's going again. And he does gain by 1/10 and a half and gets himself ahead of Sly Guy. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why it says 0 laps. He's done 2 laps on them. Another lobby glitch. But Lynx ahead of Sly Guy. That's interesting. Pushes Sam down into the drop zone. Black Box down in 9th. He definitely needs to find more time, and he is going for back-to-back laps. But he's only just under a 10th up at the moment. He needs to find more than that, and only put him up into 8th. And look at the time as well. He's not going to have time to get in the pits and change those tyres either, so it's all or nothing for Black Box. He is 2.5 tenths up though. He needs to put himself ahead, at least into 6th. Black Box does. At least. Otherwise he could be in danger going out here. It happened a couple of weeks ago, didn't it? Black Box went out in Q2, I think it was Netherlands, and he eventually crashed out after a midfield crash with Sam. Anyway, Black Box now will be hoping that won't be the case, and he's about to cross the line, and he goes up to 6th. There we go, just behind Sly Guy. Sly Guy is going again, he's invalidated though. There's 2 minutes left in this session. Black Box might want to back off here, save up his ERS, and then go for a lap towards the end. Not ideal to start on 3 lap old mediums, but it's doable around here. Won't affect you much here as it would at other tracks. Dylan, Nunda, Theo, Andenge and Sam all out on the track. Sam is the only one actually on a lap at the moment. In fact, I don't think he is on a lap, is he? No, he is. Yeah, he is going for this. Looked like he was just saving up PRS then, but we don't use too much in the first sector around here. Sam Swift and Mercedes, again, committing to the mediums as he normally does. He's a 10th up coming out of sector 1. He needs to find a good few, possibly 4 attempts. We've seen Chalkers go up to 9th. He's gone ahead of Sloth. Sloth is now on the softs, so he's given up the mediums, even though he set a really good time on them. I bet he thinks he can't beat them by much more. Let's see what his time is coming out of sector 2. It is 1:03.0. Sloth's 3.5 tenths up on the soft tyres, finding a lot of time in them. This could put him up possibly into 3rd here. Yeah, this will really make Black Box worry if Sloth gets ahead of him. Is Black Box going again? He's not. He is just saving up his ERS at 1 lap. Sloth is next across the line in the Alpine. Yeah, top 3 definitely safe, that's for sure. Lynx probably as well. Sligo probably too. Sloth bounced across the line. He's up to 2nd. 2nd for Sloth then. Obviously track is a bit quicker now. Chalkers, I think Chalkers is all done unless he's saving up for one more run. Yeah, he's low on fuel though, so I don't think he will be. I think Chalkers could be in trouble. Sam is about to cross the line. He's nearly 2 tenths up. Can he get ahead of Chalkers though? That's important if he can. He can. Just by 0.005 of a second. He found it in the final couple of corners. That's really important because Sam and Chalkers, they're both done, aren't they? They're both done. And 10th and 11th is not looking too good from Siege. In 9th could be in trouble. Dylan, Nunda, Theo and Andenge all behind. The ones looking to improve. Theo's 3.5 tenths up on the mediums, but he needs to find 7 tenths at least if he's to get close to Sam and Chalkers. I think he could be out here, Theo, and he gets ahead of Dylan. But yeah, 2.5 tenths, well, 10th and a half of Sam and Chalkers. He might be going for back-to-back though. Dylan's going to be next. In fact, no, he's not. It's Chalkers, but he is coming to the pits. Yeah, I think Black Box might be surviving. Here goes Dylan on the soft tyres, but he's still... Yeah, Black Box looks safe to me. Dylan about to cross the line, and Dylan goes up to 9th. Black Box is definitely safe, so if he's listening, he can back off. Sam not going to improve. Theo is going for it again, though. Nunda is up on his time as well, and Denzo on the soft tyres, 2 tenths up. Obviously, he backed off in sector 3 in his first time, so it's difficult to tell how well this lap has been without seeing it. Now coming out of Stowe, got to be careful not to go wide. He always goes 4 wheels wide, but actually works really well for him. Really pushing it to the limits, and he's got to push it to get through. He could knock Siege out here. It looks like it could be between them. Nunda's still to come on the mediums, don't forget. Andenge about to cross the line, and he's up to P1. Great lap there from Andenge. Haas 1-2 as it stands. Nunda's next then, so Siege is out. Is Dylan going to be out though? Is Nunda going to push Dylan out? I think he will. I'm wrong. Nunda's in 14th. Theo, I'm not sure. I don't think, no, he's not. Theo's done as well. So Dylan manages to get through. Have a look at the tyres. So the 3 that got through on the mediums, Which three did I say would have the potential to get through on the mediums here? Lynx, Black Box, Sly Guy. There we go. Now there's a surprise. Black Box did manage to improve on a 4th lap in the end, so Black Box obviously, and Theo's got a 5th-place grid penalty for collision with Sloth. I've just seen pop up. What is that all about? The checker flag was out. Actually, I don't think Theo did have the checker flag, did he? But he's got a 5th-place grid penalty. Is that? Yeah, he has. So Theo's going to be starting down in last. Not sure what that's about on his 50th race, but strange one. Unless he just decided to crash into him thinking it wouldn't cost him anything because the session had ended, but it has. And yeah, it hasn't caused any damage to Sloth. At least he's up in 3rd. Yeah, Siege. Look how close it is though. 7/10 between the whole grid. Sam out, unfortunately for him. But 3 tyre choice for Siege and Sam, not in a bad place. Chalk is in 13th, think be disappointed with that. Nundra in 14th, be disappointed too after his earlier pace. Yeah, Dylan getting through, it's really impressive from him. Sully's been really quiet in this session, but will come to life in Q3, I reckon. But look at that, the 10 cars through. I think, yeah, Dylan will be looking at the cars around him and thinking, how on earth have I got into this Q3? But fair play to him for doing it. And now, who on earth do I pick for the pole position? Pole here. This is a hard one. I think the obvious 3 I'm going to have to put in, but Epic the Animal, V Robbie, all showing pace today, aren't they? German there too. But might see a couple of people voting other today, that's for sure. Sticking out there now. Pole. Will it be Lynx? Will it be Black Box? I think we'll get a good few Black Box votes, given we've got some of his fans in the comments. Will it be Silly Sly Guy? Will it be Epic the Animal? Or will it be somebody else? Get your votes in now. Poll is now out. So easy to spin. I think Sly Guy will get pole, saying Keza, and don't see the point in starting the soft, saying, well, it's not a problem around here. You can do soft mediums to the end of the race. Why did it tell me I'm in spectator mode that I've just crashed? Strange. I know I'm in spectator mode. Another lobby glitch. But yeah, I'd definitely go through on the softs if you had to be here, because there's no real difference. Soft medium or medium soft. The only difference is getting through and starting higher up. But get your votes in for that poll. Who do you think will be on pole position? Already we've got a wide variety of votes. And first out, I think it's that. No, it's not. It's Epic the Animal's first out again. He knows he gets the cameras on him if he's first out. That's why he keeps going for this. Sly Guy for pole, saying KD. Yeah, Sly Guy's got a lot of votes in there, isn't he? I can see them all at the moment. Yeah. We'll go through the votes in a minute. And then we'll go through Epic the Animal's lap as well. All out on track apart from V. Robbie might be saving an extra fresh set of soft tyres for the race. Come on, this is going to be a good battle. Looking into the pole position poll, then we have had 11 votes already. Wow, 5 for Sly Guy, 3 for Lynx, 2 for Black Box, 1 for Epic the Animal. No one thinks anyone else. So my selections have been voted for quite a bit. Lynx got another vote now as well. He's up on the 4. Anyway, Epic the Animal is going to be the first one. He's got 1 vote. I wonder who voted him. He's now going to start his lap then. Coming into turn 1. Again, pretty simple. These drivers make it look really simple in the race on heavy fuel loads. It might be a little bit harder getting through there. Braking zone, clipping that apex, really pushing it to the limits there. Really close to that sausage curve without hitting it. Open it up nicely. There we go. Faultless sector 1. Difficult to tell how quick it was. Most of the cars are on laps now. Just Black Box. And then V Robbie further back. V Robbie might get caught up actually. It's a 27.2 sector 1. And yeah, he's kept that purple sector for a bit as well. So the McLaren behind isn't actually going much quicker, and that's in fact German, so it's not Lynx. Yeah, Lynx is on a lap too. I thought he backed off from it then, but it's just going slowly through that slow corner. Into Cops then for Epic the Animal. Might go wide. Oh, he's really close to going wide there out of Cops. Very close indeed. Now through Maggots. And then he takes a wider line, and he might have lost a little bit of time there. He's got to recover this, try and clip that grass and get back on. He's done it okay. The sector time is a 1:02.9. This could be epic from Epic the Animal. It's been a fantastic lap so far. It's a great first sector time. He's not got to worry about traffic ahead. V Robbie's going to be clear enough for him not to worry about. Coming through to Stolen. Gets out there nicely too. Haven't seen many people invalidate coming out of Stowe yet. I bet someone has behind now said that. Sorry to whoever I jinxed that for, but Epic Animal out the final couple of corners. Can he get close to the 125s? He's nowhere near that, is he? He's 4 tenths off. It's a 126.4. Still a very good lap. German, what can he do? I think he's a little bit further back. He's 2 tenths further back. Alfa Romeo is next to Sly Guy. 126.3. A tenth clear of Epic the Animal. Takes provisional P1. Next is Dylan. Dylan and P10 and is back across the line. And he's going to be a little bit further back, only 127.4. We're seeing McLaren next, and that's going to be linked. Can he beat Sly Guy? Can he get ahead of City Sly Guy for pole position provisionally? No, he can't. It's really close between the both, though. And Danger's going to be next. He's up to P5. Great time again. Sloth is next. And Sloth's in P7 only. Black Box, what can he do? He crosses the line, and he's third. Look how close that is between that top three. They're the three favourites of pole position. 0.04 between them. That's incredible. Look at that. 400ths between the top three. And Epic the Animal there too, would be an attempt too. That top four, the 4 we picked for the pole position poll, definitely have had their yeah, that's justice for them for getting their vote. They've deserved that. They've shown why they've been picked. 10th between that top four, that could go anyway, that, but we've still got Sully's not set at that. V-Robbie's on a lap too, further back, so let's see what he can do. Fancy not putting Robbie in pole. Well, let's see what he can do. Last one to go out says that thank you for the new follow. RL Jake 12, follow number 986. Definitely worth to follow this qualifying battle. What can V-Robbie do? He's about to cross the line. 126.7 goes up into P6. Yes. Not bad, is it? Not bad if you're in the 126s. And engine 7th. Sloth, I think, is going again, isn't he? Yeah, he obviously made a mistake in his first lap and backed out. So he is going again. Sully is back out. So he should have time still for 2 runs as long as he gets this one done quickly. And yeah, we'll see what Sloth can do. We'll watch him as he comes across the line in a minute. Last couple of corners for him. Will he gain the benefit of being on the second run here? It could be a good help. He crossed the line, 126.5 up to 5th. And yeah, I tell you, you do benefit from being on a second lap around here because the tyre wear's not so bad. Of course, the downside for that is that in qualifying it's more difficult to warm up your tyres just to do 1 lap. But you don't get time because the pit lane's so long as well, and it's not the shortest of laps. You're pushing it for time if you do 2 laps in a row. So at the start, you might see some towards the end go for 2 laps in a row. But yeah, invalidating your first lap's not bad for him as long as you don't on your second. But yeah, definitely an interesting open, the qualifying, that's for sure. Is V-Robbie going again? No, he's not. He'll be coming round into the pits. Sloth will be doing the same. Sully is on out lap lows and he'll start his lap in a minute. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be any of those top 4. Who's to say it can't be someone else if someone else can't hook a good lap together. But yeah, Dylan in 9th as well. 6 tenths off at the moment. He's definitely got more time in the bag than that. But I think just to be in Q3 in the Champions League, Dylan will be really happy with that. We'll watch Sully then. We'll watch from a different camera angle this time. See Sully on his lap. Both Alfa Romeos through, as well as both Hasses and both McLarens as well, making it 3 teams through with both cars into Q3. This season in for pole position so far. Let's have a quick look. Who's got pole position this season? There's been 3 for Sly Guy, 2 for Black Box, 1 for Lynx. Out of those 3, out of all the cars that are in Q3 at the moment, it's only those 3 that have got pole position. And the 3 that will be starting on the mediums, the only 3 that managed to get through on the mediums. And then the 3 at the moment that are separated by 400th of a second in the top 3. Epic the Animal, he wants some of this though. He wants to break up that top 3, doesn't he? And that top 3 really are just dominant at the moment, aren't they? Top 3 of the standings, top 3 last week, top 3 seems to be for everything. I think it's about time someone said, look, we've had enough of this, let's get someone else into that top 3. And then put the Animal super close to it, but Sully's on a lap at the moment then, going through Maggots. Oh, he's nearly 4 wheels over there, he's pushing this to limits. Now coming out of Beckett's, doesn't push it too hard there, it's a 103.1, so yeah, he's a couple of tenths off here, Sully. Could still be close between Sloth and German, this between 5th and 6th. I don't think it's going to be enough unless he has an absolute stonker for sector 3 to challenge that top 4. That's so hard saying V-Robbie. And Sully's coming to pits, so yeah, he's definitely. Yeah, he went for 2 runs and he realised he probably wouldn't get back round and then back into the pits to change the tyres. So he decided that wasn't be good enough and he's aborted and he'll have 1 more run as he comes in and comes out quickly. He might have time for 2 cars on out laps, Sly Guy and German. Sly Guy's about to start his lap. Is he going to do the same old trick that he pulled off last week by going for an extra outlap? So he did 2 outlaps last week, didn't he, to get his pole position in Spain. wonder if he's going to do the same, just to get extra warmth in those tyres. But with tyre wear not being as bad as it was in Spain last week, he might just go for 2 flat-out laps. Or he might go for a flat-out lap here, and then go for a recovery lap, and then go for another one towards the end. He should have the time for that as well. So we'll see what Sly Guy does then. He's more than a champion in terms of his, it's not just his pace, it's his ability as well to think. And yeah, Chalker's saying frustrating as well. Yeah, Chalker's starting down in 13th, but at least he's got free tyre choice. I don't count for too much around Britain with the tyre wear not being so bad, but at least he knows what he's got to do. And German on his lap as well now. He's just started. Look how close Sly Guy gets to that wall. Incredibly close. That's almost scary for him. Now coming through Copse. Again, pushing it to the limits. I say that every time we see Sly Guy on a lap. We know what to expect from him now. Clipping the left curb. Almost 4 wheels over. Perfect. Absolutely perfect line. Touch a bit of that grass. He touches a lot of that grass. That's lovely. I love that. And he's a 1/10.5 up, Sly Guy. He's going to improve by quite a bit here if he carries on. He could get close to the 125s. I think it's a bit of an arse. But if he finds a 1/10.5 in Sector 3, it's doable. And he's really pushed it into Stowe as well. Almost went 4 wheels wide. He doesn't just want pole position. He wants to time the 125s here. That's what matters to him as well. We'll see what he does. He's about to cross the line. Sly Guy, can he get the 125s? No, he can't. But he does a 126.0. That's an incredible lap, and that is going to take some beating, that's for sure. It's going to take a perfect lap to beat that. It's going to have to be close to the 125s, isn't it? Or it's in the 125s to beat it. Let's have a look at Gerben. Yeah, Sly Guy doing a recovery lap now. Gerben invalidated his lap, unfortunately. Yeah, Sly Guy will do a recovery lap, and I think he'll be going again. Wow, what a lap, Sanjay have to say. Might get 25.9 here. He very nearly did, didn't he, that final sector. He's pushing it. He kept pushing, but it wasn't quite enough at the end. Yeah, Sly Guy's got plenty of fuel left on board, so he's just saving up that ERS. And then I think he'll be going again, but everyone else on the lap. Gerben is on a lap though. After invalidating that first run. Not quite got enough time to save up, so he is going straight away again. He'd only had 10-15 seconds spare to save up the battery, so it made sense just to go again. Black Box now on lap 2 in P3, not too far behind Gerben. Link's now starting his lap 2. And he's only going to get 1 run, isn't he, Links? Unless we do have a little bit of a timing glitch, which we usually do, and Links could get 2 in. All the ones that still says out lap 4, they're definitely only going to get 1 run in. Sully is also now starting lap 2. Sloth's on out lap. I think that Hassel's on out lap. But yeah, Gerben's going to be first. So we'll see what he is doing as he's about to come through Copse. Yeah, again, the amount of wows I see when I look up at the comments, unbelievable. Yellow flag just for Alfa Romeo going slow. I think that's Sly Guy now preparing for his final run. Want to get the timing right as well because his track's sitting quicker all the while. Has Black Box spun? He has! Black Box has spun coming out of Copse. Wow, that's a shock. Will he have time to get back round? I think he's got fuel on board. Will he have the time though to get there? I don't think he will, you know, unless we have a bit of a timing glitch. If we have a timing glitch, it's doable. But he's in trouble there, Black Box. That's a rare mistake. And Gerben's gone wide out of Stowe and he's coming to the pits. Yeah, he's had enough. Gerben's going to have to retire. There we go, he does. He's not going to be able to improve anymore, Gerben. Epic the Animals on an out lap, but still. He'll be starting his lap in a minute, but Black Box will be looking to try and get it to the pits. Get it to the checkered flag as quickly as possible. So Lynx is next, and Lynx will be looking to get the checkered flag as well because he's invalidated this time. This is really an opportunity for Epic the Animal if he can get a lap in, and Lynx and Black Box don't make the checkered flag, and Dylan invalidates. Coming out of Stowe as well. What can Sully do? Is he going to do the same thing? No, he doesn't. He does push it. We do have a timing glitch. The checkered flag is not out yet, but now it is, and Lynx has missed it. So Lynx is not be able to set a lap. He missed it by about a second. Black Box has got there though, so Black Box will go for another. This will be Sully done. What can Sully do? Is he cross the line? It's only 5th for Sully. Does get close to Epic the Animal. Sloth in 6th, 10.5 up as well. I tell you what, Sloth could get up to P2 here if he has a fantastic final sector. So yeah, Lynx might rue that invalidation. Sloth then about to cross the line. It's 4 for Sloth. He didn't gain as much time, but still really close between them. Yellow flag, and then just invalidate his time. Unfortunately, he needs to get out of the way for V-Robbie. V-Robbie's not invalidated. Could V-Robbie be the person that could break ahead of Lynx? It's definitely there if he's got the time in the bag. And let's see if Black Box, I think he's on a lap as well, so he can still get this pole position after that spin. V-Robbie about to cross the line. V-Robbie up to P2. He does break the top 3. He's ahead of Lynx. Black Box is going for his time. He's survived through Copse this time as well. We're about to see Sly Guy. He's going for another lap. He's backed off, Sly Guy, so he should have pole position by the looks of it, unless Epic the Animal's 2 tenths up. If he gets a 10.5 in, this could be close to pole position. He's about to cross the line. Epic the Animal, what can he do? He takes P2 back ahead of V-Robbie. Black Box is going to be next. Black Box will still want this. And this is really throwing things about, isn't it? Epic Yano and V-Robbie, we said we got the pace, we haven't seen the points from so far this season. Up in second and third. Black Box about to cross the line. Can he improve? I didn't see if he did or not. I don't think he did though. Just looking back at the stream, I don't think he did. I think that's still fifth for Black Box. And it was, yeah. So Black Box and Lynx fourth and fifth after both making mistakes. Black Box in cops, Lynx invalidating and missing the checker flag. So because of that, they've not only not been able to challenge Sly Guy, but because the track's quicker towards the end, Epic the Animal and V-Robbie taking full advantage of that. And they've put their cars on second and third. Sloth and Sully, sixth and seventh. German eighth, couldn't get the time at the end. And Denja and Dylan couldn't get their times in either. And they paid for that. But yeah, the big gainers there, Epic the Animal and V-Robbie, definitely be happy with that. And it's close as well, isn't it? It's really close between the field. Half a second between the top 8, which doesn't sound that close, but well, it is really when you think about it. Yeah, it was really close towards the end. Epic the Animal, very close. Good to see him right up there. I'd really be good to see Epic the Animal and V-Robbie get some good points out of this challenge for the podium in the race, because they've not been. Epic the Animal's been on the podium once, but apart from that, neither of them have been towards the top end of the points this season, have they? And their pace suggests they should be. But as we say, it's not all about pace. It's racecraft. It's patience. It's mentally. It's everything. Be the quickest driver in the world. If you got no patience, you're never going to win anything. Harsh reality, but it's true. Yeah, just waiting for the cars to select their strategy. Then we know out of the top 10. Yes, the Sly Guy might be under pressure at the start. So the top 10 is Sly Guy, Black Box and Lynx that are starting on medium tyres. So with V-Robbie and Epic the Animal on the softs in second and third, they could really look to try and challenge Sly Guy for the lead early on. And we saw it on Thursday, didn't we? KD started third in the softs with the two at front, the mediums. He made a double overtake on them, didn't he? On lap 1 and got up to P1 until he bottled it. Sorry, KD. I'll take that fully now onto the race. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm in spectator mode. Jesus Christ. Why does that have to come up? That's new. Don't know why I started doing that. Yeah, Theo had that grid penalty. We don't know what for. It said collision with Sloth. Sloth's car, I think, in AI mode, but it's a strange one. Yeah, Arda in 16th. He's gained a place, obviously, out of that grid penalty for Theo. Yeah, big surprise to see Arda down there. But, yeah, might not be a big fan of this track. Neither am I in terms of racing around it either. But, yeah, Lynx and Black Box 4th and 5th. I mean, still consistency, isn't it? 4th and 5th, I mean, it's not bad, is it, exactly? But at the same time, if Sly Guy wins and they can't improve on that 4th and 5th where they're starting, then Sly Guy will edge up towards them, won't he? Won't he, in the standings for Black Box? I think it's just about trying to get as much as he can. Because with 10 races left, if Sly Guy won every race and Black Box was second every race, Black Box would still, I think, just about have it. That's how much he's about 60 points clear of Sly Guy, so he has got the advantage. He just doesn't want to get no points one race and then Sly Guy win, because then half of that's almost gone, isn't it? It's just about being consistent. If you're having a bad race or you made mistakes, get yourself into those points. It could be a point between that decides the title at the end of the season. Yeah, Sloth and Sick from the softs as well, and yeah, Sloth and Sully, I'm sure they'll be trying to look to get past Lynx and Black Box, because if they don't, then they'll be falling further back, won't they? Yeah, Lynx and Black Box, it's not more about them trying to get past Epic Animal and V-Robbie. I think it's mainly about them trying to stay where they are in these early stages of the race, because Sloth and Sully on those soft tyres will be quicker, not by too much. Obviously when DRS becomes enabled on lap 3, they'll want to be in DRS range to try and make a move. Yeah, I haven't even looked for the tyres at the bottom 10, but there's no real need to, because all 10 of them opted to start on fresh mediums, which I'm surprised at. I'm surprised some people towards the back are not gone for fresh soft to try and make some moves, and they'll all be stuck in the train really. I think Chalkers and Sam and Arda might have the pace to overtake a couple. I'm not saying anyone else doesn't, but yeah, I'm a bit shocked at that. Oh, that's a really close up Honda badge, isn't it? That's Theo Weiss. Chalkers had a little incident on his formation, that, because he's fallen back, isn't he? But we'll wait for this thing then. They're all going to line up. And looks like we're all good to go. Where's the bloke walking on the back with a checkered flag? Doesn't happen in the game, does it? What are we waiting for? I know I'm in spectator mode. Piss off. Oh, what's happened here? We got lights. Here we go. Cars are revving up. I think we have actually going to have lights out. Away we go. Yes, we are. Lights out and away we go then. And it's a great start from Epic the Animal. He's side by side with Sligo already. Epic the Animal is into the lead going down into turn 1. Sligo is under pressure now from the cars behind. I think there's been a spinner further back. And down the inside, Epic the Animal. He looks a little bit laggy, but he's got the lead. Sligo's got to try and fight it back on the inside. They're side by side to Hassan and Alfa Romeo. Outside line though for Epic the Animal. Little twitch from V-Robbie. Links and Black Box stay where they are. Siege and Sloth swapping places. Sam's getting ahead of Dylan, and I think Epic the Animal's just about got the lead. Yes, he has. He keeps it. Links on V-Robbie's going to try and go around the outside. This would be a great move if he can make this stick, and he has to back out. Unfortunately, Sully's getting past Andenge. They're side by side. We've got a Hassan and Alfa Romeo fighting out in front, and we've got them fighting here as well for P6. Andenge has it though at the moment. And yeah, Black Box and Links. And it's all stayed, hasn't it? No one's really lost out. No one's gone off or anything. I thought it was sort of spin, but I must have been imagining it. But everyone's kept in line. And Chalker's getting past Siege now for P10. So yeah, Siege. And he's lost another place. He must have gone wide coming out of the cops. He did. Under pressure from Sam now as well. They're side by side. Siege has had to back off. I don't think he's got any damage though. He's going through the corners pretty nicely. Back to the battle towards the front then. Go for the position change. Yeah, great start for Chalkers, isn't it? He's had a really good start. And yeah, we said Sligo might get a slow start because he's on the medium tyres. Epic the Animal's starting to pull away a bit now as well. Sligo under pressure from V-Robbie. And yeah, Andenge in 6th. 3 places he's going. What a start. And he's going to try and now take the fight to Black Box and Links. He's a bit deep there though, and that'll allow Links and Black Box to pull away a little bit, won't it? So yeah, a bit of respite for them. And Sully will want this place. And we've got Spinner. It's Chalkers. Chalkers had a spin in just towards the final corner, penultimate corner, sorry. He's not lost anything though, he's not got any damage, so he should be okay to recover. Yeah, Sligo just wants to stay within a second until the DRS comes. As we said, yeah, Andenge and Sloth have just swapped positions at the start. I don't know what's gone on there, but it's a great start. Great start from Andenge, poor start from Sloth. And yeah, both Alpines have lost 3 places, haven't they? Sam Swift then on Dylan. I don't think Dylan will be fighting too hard. Well, he's not actually with Dylan. I don't know what why the time says that. The time's obviously all cocked up for some reason. There's Codemasters. What more do you expect? Yeah, Chalkers, big loser out of that start. Nunda's lost a couple of places too. Slayer's going through, and good for Arda to get up 4 positions as well. Back where he belongs. And Tommy's getting past Arda though for P12. There we go. It must have had a little wobble there because it's not usually a place you make a move on the old pit straight, but he's done it, Tommy. Yeah, I think it's Main. He's just going to be a bit of a trainer, isn't it? And Black Box getting a bit untidy there. He could be under pressure from Andenge. Yeah, it's just not got enough to gain. And look at the ERS that Andenge has used. He's made a few places, but that might be why. Because everyone else has saved up a bit more, haven't they? Yeah, Sliguy's saving up too. So Slyguy, at the moment, he won't be too fussed about losing that first place. He'll be a bit more worried if he falls over a second behind in the next few corners. He's already lost another 10th. A bit more worried if V-Robbie gets any closer to him as well. Epic the Animal sets the fast lap of the race, so he does lead. DRS train inbound, and Tommy's and Arda are fighting out again for P12. Let's go back to the tyres. I'll try to anyway. Yeah, it's just about patience now. We saw a couple of steady dive bombs yesterday, didn't we? It don't tend to work. German, yeah, just focusing on getting the line right. Links almost falling off. DRS is now enabled. Has Links not got it? No, he hasn't. So Links has not got DRS. He must have been over a second when he crossed the activation line, and that will put him under big pressure on Black Box. He should be okay to close up though, because there's a bit of a train obviously going on between the top 3. So I think Links will close up for the next DRS zone. As long as he has a good second, and V-Robbie had a bit of a wobble in front, so that will allow Links to close in a little bit, and he gains a 10th from that. Yeah, Black Box at this stage looks a bit quicker than Links. And there'll be no risky moves from Black Box. He can't afford to make risky moves. Well, it's not about not affording to, it'd just be pointless to running for 4th. It's not going to make a huge world of difference getting this one move done in the title fight halfway through the season. And yeah, Links has now got a DRS to try and claw some time back. And that DRS might keep him in front of Black Box for now, because Black Box really only 3.5 tenths behind. Sully on Andenge low, looking a lot quicker than Andenge at this stage, isn't he? 3 laps in, we've not had any spinners apart from Chalkers, but Chalkers gained that time back up now. Jake the Slave closing the back of Siege as well. He's got to be careful. Reserve, and he does, I think, sensibly back off out of that one. He's got Nunda behind as well. V-Robbie setting the fastest lap of the race now, and he's pulling away from Links. So V-Robbie wanting to get past Slyguy, but Slyguy is sticking with Epic the Animals, isn't he? I know people will be saying what you want about Slyguy sticking with him. He should be quicker than him, but of course Slyguy on the medium tyres, whereas these two either side of him are on the softs, and they are pulling away. And Links Oh, we got yellow flag, and that's Chalkers, isn't it? Chalkers had another spin, so he's really struggling early on here. Lynx not got DRS again, but he's had a good first sector, or Black Box might have made a mistake because he's fallen 7/10 behind. And Siege getting passed by Jake the Slayer then. So Jake the Slayer getting past Siege. I wonder if he's got slight damage because he was losing a couple of places earlier on, wasn't he? He's just lost 2 now on the straight as well. He might just try to be carrying these tyres until, I don't know, a few more laps. And then put softs on from that 11 or 12 to the end maybe, but he's definitely struggling, Siege, isn't he? I think he must have damage. Yeah, he's lost another place now. Yeah, Siege, our saviour, for getting us back in the lobby. Does seem to be struggling, doesn't he? Oh, he nearly lost it there as well. But we've got to watch this battle in front because Epic the Animal's going to need a huge pressure here. And look at the RS that Siege, Epic the Animal, Sly Guy, sorry, saved up. V-Bobby's close behind those. He's going to go around the outside, his Sly Guy. Do they make contact? No, they don't. They're really far apart from each other. He swings back in though, Sly Guy, and he takes the lead. And Epic the Animal knows when he's beaten because there's nothing he could do about that. He will have the DRS though to try and close back up. And Lynx and Black Box will not be happy that Sly Guy's managed to get away already back into the lead. And yeah, Lynx still that second, he's falling further back as well, isn't he, Lynx? I think that now it's 1.1, he might start to fall a bit further back. Theo gets the first 3-second penalty. V-Bobby almost goes in the back of Epic the Animal. Yeah, I think V-Bobby's quicker than Epic the Animal at this bit of the race as well. So obviously Epic the Animal's going to have DRS, and German down the inside is Sully, and they're sort of going to be side by side in the Wellington straight, and he gets it done. German has the DRS as well. It's a great move there from German. Sloth trying to get past Sully too. German's moved aside to try and give Sloth a slipstream to get past Sully. That's going to help him out. Sully won't be happy about that. And Sully looks like he's going to lose 2 places, and he has to concede it. There he does. Get a good view with Dylan behind watching this. And yeah, Sloth coming out of Luffield is ahead. 2 places lost there from Sully, just purely from good racing from German. An opportunistic move from Sloth because of it. Yeah, Andenge looks incredibly quick, doesn't he? And German, Sloth will close up to this battle. Theo's getting ahead of Siege as well. Yeah, Siege definitely struggling with something, isn't he? Really struggling. Death Dragon will get past 2. Chalkers a bit further back after a couple of spins he's had. And Epic the Animal under pressure from V-Bobby. Epic the Animal just about clinging on because of that DRS. If he didn't have DRS, if Sligo would be in trouble. And Black Box going for it on Lynx down the inside. And he gets the move done. He puts his car in the right place as well, so Lynx can't really have a go back. I don't think Lynx is going to try a risky move there. And he's not, no. It's a Black Box. Gets up in the P4. We said he looked quicker than Lynx, but of course Lynx didn't have DRS. And now we might see Black Box close up. Black Box is the fastest lap of the race, so he is really quick already on these mediums. He'll be looking to close up to this top 3, won't he? But if he can't, then Lynx will have DRS. Black Box might not have a DRS. And Andeng's really close on the brakes there. Brakes suddenly slammed on. They needed to as well. I'm not sure Black Box has DRS this time round. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So Lynx will close back up. Not quite enough though. Andenge, look how quick Andenge is. He's low on the ERS, but Lynx is even lower. He's sending it down the inside. That's risky. Is he going to make this stick? They make contact. Around the outside now, Andenge and the Haas as well. They're side by side. I think Lynx has just about got this one, isn't he? Yes, he has. Andenge had to back off there, and he did in the end. Good fight in there from Lynx, but yeah, he's definitely struggling at this stage of the race. Black Box does look quicker than him. He is starting to pull away. V-Bobby's got a 3-second penalty. That could be decisive come the end of the race. He's struggling behind Epic the Animal. Epic the Animal definitely holding him up because look, Sly Guy's already over a second clear of Epic the Animal. I don't think Epic the Animal could defend this from V-Bobby. V-Bobby's got a lot more ERS saved up too. This will be relatively straightforward for V-Bobby to get past. There we go, absolutely flies past, and Epic the Animal could fall into the traps of Black Box any time now. And Andenge sending it down the inside of Lynx, and he gets the move done. Andenge is ahead of Lynx. I wonder if Lynx will let his teammate pass with German on the soft tyres. He's definitely quicker at this stage as well. If he does, he could lose even more places though. Sly Guy sets the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, his medium's really kicking out. What a great start to the race it's been though. It's been incredible. Did Jeff get back in? That's a shame. I don't know what I'm saying there. But Lynx, is he going to send it down the inside? No, he's not. He's sensible and waits for a better opportunity, which will come on the straight. Of course, Andenge on the straight will have DRS too, a little bit wide. I think German might be wanting his teammate to let him through, but German, he's had 1 win this season. Apart from that, he's not had many points. So I think German will understand that Lynx is in a title fight and he's not. So he might just try and hold everyone else up and help his teammate at the same time. He'll want to have a good race for his own, won't he? Yeah, Epic the Animal just catching back up to V-Bobby with a DRS. V-Bobby's trying to close back to Sly Guy, and the best of the soft tyres will start to go off though now, especially for the top 10 that started on the scrub ones. Good to see V Robbie and Epic Animal still battling up P2 and P3. No real change in terms of positions, apart from Andenge, who's gained quite a lot since the start. Lynx obviously lost a couple to Black Box and Andenge himself. Yeah, only Chalk is having a little spin, and V Robbie's gone. He's spun off. He's spun off coming out of Beckett's. He needs to get it going again, but he's got a 3-second penalty already. And now, oh, such a shame for V Robbie. He must have just lost it by himself. Dylan's getting passed by Sam. Arda's getting past Tommy as well. And V Robbie falls down to the back of the grid. And oh, that'll be a bit of a sigh of relief for Black Box and Andenge and Lynx, who managed to get past. Sully's in the pits already, so he's getting out of this train. Dylan's in the pits too. I think it's a matter of just getting out of this train, having fresh air. V Robbie, yeah, he obviously has got a bit of wing damage. He's coming into the pits. Really unfortunate for Mercedes drive. I picked Mercedes for my fantasy team as well this weekend, so yeah, gutted for him. Yeah, it's allowed Epic the Animal to try and pull away, and it's helping Black Box as well, because now Epic the Animal's got no DRS from the car in front. It'll help Black Box close up to him. And yeah, we'll see a bit of a gap form now between 7th and 8th. That's the first real incident we've had. And yellow flag again. This time it's for Death Dragon, I think. Death Dragon's had a spin. Yeah, he has. He's got no damage by the looks of it. Just looks like a spin under the traction. He's lost it. And yeah, Sly Guy's not yet pulling away. He's 2.5 between him and Black Box, who are on the same strategy. It could be a matter of an undercut, really. And Black Box has gone really wide. Yeah, he's using that track limit, isn't he? Which, you know, like I say, if the game lets you, you can do it. Probably gains a tiny bit of time from that. It's not really shown on the screen, but it's at your own risk, of course. And yeah, Black Box again just clinging onto that DRS from Epic the Animal, isn't he? But Epic the Animal's had a poor lap because he's fallen a good few temps off to this Sly Guy now. Justin Merlin in the comments as well, letting people know what the Discord is, and thanks for the follow as well. Number 987, 13 off 1,000. Wow, when we get that 1,000 I'll be happy. Sloth comes into the pit centre again, going for that early stop. Mediums comfortably go to the end from here. It's just getting out of the train, trying to go for an undercut. And the ones that are on the medium, so yeah, Sam in P7 on fresh mediums in a really good position now. He can call the shots really whenever he wants on those sides. He could come in that 12 and 13 for softs and go for a really big undercut. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see Black Box and Lynx when they pit for the softs. Obviously being behind Sly Guy, they have the advantage in terms of strategy. They put softs on and go for an undercut. It could be pretty hard to defend from Sly Guy. And again, it's Sly Guy, isn't it? He can do anything. Epic the Animal as well, the absolute animal. He's showing it today, isn't he? I think he'll be thinking about pitting soon as well. He might extend this run, you never know. And yeah, Lynx has settled in behind Andenge. His teammates, the only car behind him now. Sam Swift's lost that second there, isn't he? He's lost some time. I'm not quite sure how he has. He's under pressure from Arda now. Arda up in 8th. He's had a great start, hasn't he? Gaining position. I know a few cars are pitted now, but he's made a few places up on the track himself. One of them being on Tommy, as we saw earlier on. They were trading places, weren't they? 43 viewers. Big thank you to everyone that's watching. Lovely to see you all. Yeah, 2.2 now. I think these soft tyres are starting to go off a bit, aren't they, from Epic the Animal. Black Box. Yeah, the medium tyres are now quicker than the three that are on the soft still. And Arda's getting past Sam Swift, and he gets the move done as well. So there's another move Arda and Pamela Kirby's made. Lynx on Andenge, as because Andenge is in the pits. Yeah, the soft tyres starting to go off, we just said. And yeah, Andenge coming in the pits. German falling back away from Lynx now. So yeah, that's all making sense now. And I think German and Epic the Animal will be thinking about pitting soon as well before they lose too much time. I think Black Box will really have a good run the Wellington Straight. It's not too long the Wellington Straight. If he gets a good exit, he'll be in with a great shout trying to get past. And he's not had the best. He had a little wobble, didn't he? So he's too far back to make a move this time round, or even try to make a move. And further back, yeah. So where does Andenge come out? Does he stay ahead of Sloth? It's a really long pit lane, so if there's a safety car or something, or even a VSC, you've got to pit under it because the pit lane is so long. Oh, it does come out ahead of Sloth just about, but Sloth will be putting him under pressure. He'll have the DRS as well. Andenge on colder tyres. I'll watch this further back for a minute. There's not too much going on up front. Focusing on getting a good exit there. They nearly make contact. V Robbie fastest lap the race on his mediums. Obviously had to have a wing change, and I think Sloth's going to get this place. And a lap older mediums, pitting a lap earlier, manages to undercut Andenge. He was a few seconds back off Andenge as well when Sloth made the pit stop. So just getting some clear air, having one lap to push. As German gets a 3-second penalty, has managed to get in position. So yeah, and Andenge going a bit wide, he dips it into the gravel as well. He's really struggling to warm his tyres up, and Sully gets a 3-second penalty. And has Andenge got wing damage? Is he missing an end plate? He is missing an end plate. How's that happened? And Epic the Animal's in the pits. I don't know how Andinger's got wing damage there. Did he do it coming out the pits, maybe? Because we've been on board with him ever since he pitted. And came out the pits, even. That's a strange one there, but Dylan's also pitted. V-Robbie's obviously down in last off the spin. He's quite a way back. Epic the Animal does pit them. As we said, where's he going to come out? Will he come out ahead of Sloth? German in fourth on the soft tyres. Still cling on to the DRS. That's why he's staying out, because he's still getting DRS from the car in front. So it's worth him staying out if he can still not lose too much time. Sully's getting past, because Sully's in the pits. Also, Sully must have come together, and Sully's retired in the pits. So Sully's lost a couple of points there. Andenge in the pits too. So I reckon Andenge and Sully must have come together at some point, and that's how the damage has happened. But yeah, so that's obviously what's happened between them two. First DNF then of the day for Sully. Didn't see where that happened. We flicked off board of them for a second, didn't we? You know, trading positions, and saw Andenge go wide, but if they've both got damage, that must be why. And how that's happened, but not seeing any of that. I'm sure Sully will be getting his footage in towards the end of the race, as Andenge obviously going to be almost lapped now by the time he comes out of the pits, and Chalkers getting passed by Death Dragon, because Chalkers is off the track. So Chalkers again, he's really struggling today. It's the third incident he's had. And getting passed by people that have already pitted now. I'm sure he'll be getting frustrated. Well, the gap at the front is 2.9 seconds. So Black Box might start to think about an undercut now. See what he does. Yes, Jonesy's on about pit and quit. Yeah, to be fair, so I've not seen Sully pit and quit much. It must have taken something for him to do that, but yeah, we haven't seen many pit and quitters this season. I'll probably talk it up now. Like the ones that do obviously get penalised for it. Yeah, German just about clean on that DRS. Black Box is 3 seconds behind. You can stretch this. You can stretch the softs to the end. See, German's on used softs now. He's on 11 laps and he's still not falling off from links. So you can put softs onto the end now and gain a lot of time. The only problem is you'll lose a lot of time the last couple of laps. I think Black Box might leave it one more lap, and Links could even do it. Ours is a bit too far back for an undercut on the guys in front. Arda and Sam is a great battle. Tommy's having some of this as well. Menace Max, we never seem to mention Max when he's reserving in the Champions League, but he always ends up in the points. He always ends up having a good race. And Chalkers, yeah, back Chalkers is in the pits now. Softs at the end, it looks like, for him. Yeah, McLaren going really well, aren't they? Obviously, yesterday it went wrong for McLaren. Tommy and Plotters both having spins. I think it looked like at one stage it could have had a 1-2. Yeah, decided to go a bit wrong for them, didn't it? But looking to recuperate some of the points they lost yesterday, the McLaren drivers in a good place to do so at the moment, especially with the gap up to the cars behind. Sloth and Epic the Animal see rearing through the field, and Sam's trying to get past Arda, and he gets it done before they go. So will German pit? Will German pit? No, he doesn't. He's staying out. So this lap, this is interesting because Lynx might want to go for an undercut this lap, but if German is obviously on the soft tyres, he's got to pit at some point soon. So after race on scrub soft, so he might have got warning for that. German, he's already got one penalty. So yeah, he could be a bit stuck here, German, if Lynx decides to pit. I'm not surprised if he did though, but Sly Guy is pulling away even more. Then Black Box pulling away. So the top three are in order of how quick they are at the moment. Yeah, Sam and this battle falling further back from the top four, aren't they? So not losing time yet. Epic the Animal's finally caught up some cars. He's going to need to try and get past Death Dragon as quick as he can. Let's have a look at the gap to leader. He's 30 seconds off, Epic the Animal. Not quite sure the exact pit stop time around here. Theo's getting past Jake the Slayer. Jake the Slayer trying to go for the old switchback. And they're side by side, and Theo, I think, has just about got that move. Yeah, he has. Jake the Slayer has to back off. There's no fighting that back. Don't go for a move into cops or you'll be kicked. Epic the Animal's going for it on DJ Death Dragon. He's going to go around the outside. He's got so much more grip on his tyres, hasn't he? And Death Dragon can't do anything about that. Epic the Animal gets through. So it's 30.6 seconds he is off the lead. So when the top three pit, Epic the Animal could be in the lead. But of course, he's on older medium tyres, and everyone else will be on fresh softs. Well, the top three will be, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, it's been a great battle so far. All of this race, and yeah, I'm sure. No, they're all staying out. The top three are all staying out. Maybe they're hoping for a safety car or something, but I'm surprised none of them. And German stayed out too. That's strange. There's no rain coming. I thought at least one of them would have tried an undercut here, but no one behind is trying it either. I think they're just waiting for a safety car, hoping, because the pit lane is so long. they're so worried that if they pit now and then there's a safety car on the next lap, they'll be screwed over, which obviously they will be in terms of their positions. But yeah, it's a big opportunity for an undercut. Of course, completely understand if they are worried about there being a safety car. We've got a battle going on for last place here, haven't we? Between Chalkers and Andenga. Good to see them still fighting, almost a lap down, but yeah, they're still going for it. They're not giving up. They're fighting for the position. Robbie, such a shame for him after that. He was really competing for the win, wasn't he? At least a podium he was looking for a fantastic qualifying, fantastic runs of races. Chalkers and Andenga both followed each other to getting penalties. And I think we might see another pit and quit now, because he's just spinning to the pits. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Chalkers is spinning as well. And he's going to get rear damage if he's not careful. And yeah, we'll go away from that battle. I think Chalkers is really having a tough time of it today, is he? And yeah, German not losing time. He's got to be in the pits now, isn't he? And he is. Is that Black Box in the pits too? It is. So Black Box going to try and undercut Sligo now. He's got 3.6 seconds to do it in. Yeah, German's in the pits too, as we said. It's, who was that? It's Sam coming into the pits. That's the other one, yeah. We saw him towards the back. Yellow flag, sector 1. Yeah, it's just for Andenga's car coming out the pits. They've got to watch out for that. But Sligo will be pushing now, and he'll be in this lap, that's for sure. There's 2 laps on fresh soft tyres, and Black Box to be able to get past. Let's have a look at Black Box, where he's going to come out. Hopefully Andenga's car's not putting off people. Oh, it's ghosted anyway. It's ghosted, that's good. So, does Black Box come out ahead of Epic the Animal? I don't think he is going to, is he? Let's have a look. Epic the Animal will be ahead by quite a bit as well. Obviously, he's been on those tyres a few laps now, and they are mediums too, so Black Box should soon close up. And he should overtake him as well, but he will not make this easy for him, that's for sure. He will not make it easy. Dylan's getting past Sam. I think that's just because Sam's got cold tyres just coming out of the pits, but Sam will be looking to close up soon. No, he's not got damage or anything, that's fine. Yeah, Mercedes towards the back, but don't forget Sam and fresh softs now trying to close up. Yeah, Black Box already closing up to Epic the Animal. It's a Sligo and Lynx. We're pretty sure they'll be in the pits this lap. And yeah, when they come out, they're going to be close. DJ Death Dragon isn't pit. It's going to be close between Lees and Sloth and German. German could be getting undercut on his teammate here if he's not careful. They'll come out really close to each other. Got no choice but to pit these two. Sligo is in the pits. Chalkers gets a 3-second penalty, and he's done that as he's gone wide and spun. Coming onto the straight. He's really struggling. Nunn's getting past Menace Max. Going the outside of Stowe, makes a move, and now they're fighting to come in the pits, but Max decides to stay out. There we go, that was interesting between them. Good racing between them though, both reserves. Love to see that. Max staying out there. Max could take the leader, you know. It's such a long pit lane. I think Max, after starting last, is going to take the lead. Softs to the end, of course, for Sligo and Lynx. Let's keep our eyes on Black Box then. He's really caught up to Epic the Animal, isn't he? Already going second on this lap. Epic the Animal, we should keep our eyes on him really, because he's the one that looks like he might get ahead of Sligo. Will he do it though? Can he get ahead of Lynx at least? Sligo's in the lead. Sligo's got this. He's got ahead of Lynx, but Sligo, he must have had stonker of an in-lap on those used medium tyres. He had plenty left in the tank, didn't he? And he's 2.1 clear of Epic the Animal. The undercut for Black Box only gaining 3 attempts, simply because Sligo's in-lap on the 13-lap on mediums was just as quick as Black Box out-lap on the fresh softs. Of course, it might take a lap or two for Sligo to warm these up, so he might lose a bit more time now. Yeah, top 4, the only 4 yet to pit. Obviously, old Death Dragon as well down 9th. Sorry, he's getting past by Sloth now. Sloth is up into P9. How's Chalkers spun this many times? I really don't know. But he's not done an Andenga and called it quits as of yet. So, as long as he keeps going, fair play to him. But it's been an epic race so far. It's been absolutely fantastic. We saw one little collision between the 2 drivers that have pit and quit. I wouldn't surprise me if Andenga's at fault for that. Yeah, like I say, we've got 4 seats available in this league. We're thinking of giving them all to people that just reserve every week until the end of the season, rather than getting new people in. So people like your Tommy, your Max, that absolutely loved it doing the racing, Dylan as well. And Death Dragon trying to get his place back of Sloth on the old tyres. Look how powerful that DRS is. Jake the Slayer is in the pits, then top 3 are staying out and hoping for a safety car. Yellow flag. Oh, Chalkers had another spin. Don't worry, take the cameras off you, mate. We won't put you through the pain having to watch it back, don't worry mate. He's still going, that's what matters. Black Box gets the fastest lap of the race, and now his tyres are warmed up. And yeah, he's going to... This is the podium really, isn't it? Chalkers had another spin, isn't he, yet? This is the podium battle. Lynx will be closing up to this if Black Box can't get past Epic the Animal soon. And yeah, this the top 4, isn't it? The top 4 from qualifying. Obviously V Robbie of course was one of them, but He's had his spin, so there's no surprise that this is about. Look how quick, look at the pace advantage here for Black Box. He's got to send it down the inside. He does, he's not even sending it. He's ahead before he gets in the braking zone. Epic the Animal doesn't bother fighting it too hard because he knows there's not much he could have done about that. And yeah, the strategy of starting the mediums has actually really helped, isn't it? And Lynx, I think now will be trying to close up to him. And at this stage, looking at it how it is, it's looking like it's going to be Sly Guy, Black Box and Lynx again. Just going by how quickly Black Box got past Epic the Animal, you could only expect Lynx to do the same. Yeah. Unless something goes really wrong, can't see much change. Sly Guy's going to get past Siege here, isn't he? Easily. And we'll see if any of the top three come in the pits now. Max comes in the pits. I bet Theo will stay out just to say he's led a lap. No, he won't. He's completely ignored me. Siege is staying out though. German's getting past Sloth for P8. Yeah, German obviously on the fresher tyres. Looking on for some really good points here, German today, isn't he? He's on for, this is a P5 battle really, but Arda and Sam will definitely be closing up to them. Sly Guy is the fastest lap of the race, and these two are definitely going to be closing up. And yeah, we'll see Relay come out further back. Yeah, Sloth's on 8 lap old medium. He went for a really early pit stop just to get out of the train. Epic the Animal did the same, but Can Arda and Sam Swift are constantly fighting each other. Yellow flag. I'm not sure what that's for. I think it's Chalkers getting out of the way. He's being lapped. He's got a 3-second penalty just getting out of the way. Yeah, these two fighting each other is not going to help them. They're both trying to aim for the same thing here, to try and catch up to Sloth for that position. Unless they're battling each other, they're not really gaining. They'll be a lot quicker than him at this stage. And Nunda's getting past Dylan as well, and that's a battle for points too. Especially how Siege isn't pitted yet. Yeah, once Siege pits, that'll be back to normal. Black Box upsetting Epic the Animals. Yeah, he's sticking with Black Box, isn't he? Sly Guy's just pulled. He's 5 seconds clear of Black Box. He's been absolutely incredible. Keeps pulling away. There's nothing anyone can do about it when he's on top form, which hasn't been every race this season. It's why he's only 3rd. And look, Epic the Animal, he's getting back past Black Box. The DRS, he managed to stick within it. And he's got past him, so don't rule Epic the Animal out of this podium yet. He wants this. And Lynx has really closed up now as well. And it's really deep though, Lynx. He's blocked up. And he's going to lose some time there. Zarda's getting past Sam into Stowe. Good team there. Joke teammate saying Fungi hates Switch. Not quite sure who he's on about there. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be the battle to watch, isn't it? I think over the next 7 laps we've got left. What a cracking race it's been so far. We said Britain throws up so many opportunities in terms of side-by-side racing after some difficult weeks we've had. Yes, so many tracks we've had at the beginning half of the season, like Netherlands, tracks like that. Last week is Spain. It started to get a lot better. Week before was Abu Dhabi. Now Britain has 3 in a row now. We've had some quality racing. There's still 7 laps left. Epic the Animal closing up to Siege where he gets some DRS. And this would really help him on the coming out of Beckett's, because on that straight, I can't remember what it's called. Someone help me in the comments, because he won't be swamped by Black Box because he'll have DRS from Siege. And if he can try and pull a second down, that would be really good if he can. But look how close Lynx is, and V-Bobby's got another 3-second penalty. Really gutted for V-Bobby. He should be towards the top, but he had that spin coming out of Beckett's, didn't he, early on in the race. Senna, I won one time. Yes, I won one time more than quite a lot of people. And Epic the Animal's going for it on Siege now. Yeah, he is. And that's important. He might say it's a risky move going for it there, but he's got it done easily. Now there's a car between them. This could allow Epic the Animal to pull away if Black Box doesn't get past Siege quickly, but scrap that. He's got past him already. And yeah, German falling a bit further back, isn't he? From Leeds on the medium tyres. Yellow flag. Who's that for? It's for Ferrari. It's Theo. It's a Theo after a podium yesterday. Reserving tonight. Unfortunately, he's had a spin, isn't he? And Siege is getting passed now by Lynx as well. And yeah, so there we go. They've all 3 of them have got through Siege quite easily. And Siege, why is he staying out? People are saying because if he pitted a few laps ago like everyone else did, he'd be down in 12th, 13th, not fighting for much. Fair play doing his work, trying something different, staying out, hoping for a safety car. And we get a yellow flag. I think it's Chalkers who had another spin. He must have rear wing damage, but he's enjoying his spins at least. Sam's ahead of Arda again. These two just constantly look. They're falling away from Sloth. On fresh softs and they're falling away just from them battling all the time. none of them have quite got the sheer pace to close up today, though, have they? So Sloth, who's gone wide there, he carried on going wide to try and avoid getting a warning. He's catching up to German. I don't know if German's got slight damage or something, but he seems to be quicker than German as well, doesn't he? Through the corners, and Lynx on Black Box. Look, Lynx could go for this here. He's really closing up. He's got the slipstream. DRS is open, and he's, not pushed off, but Black Box positioned his car perfectly. He really had to back off there, Lynx, so he didn't go wide and get a warning. Not sure what the warnings are like at this stage, but nobody out of this battle between the top four got penalties. I say battle between the top four, it's only a battle between these three for the podium, isn't it? Because Sly Guy is just in a league of his own today, by the sounds of it, isn't it? In qualifying, it wasn't so much the case, was it? So I think maybe he's gone for a bit more of a race space setup today. But at the moment, Lynx looks quicker than Black Box. The first stint on the mediums, Black Box was the one who's quicker, but on the soft tyres, Lynx definitely looks quicker, doesn't he? And Theo gets a penalty now. Sloth is getting past German, and they're side by side. Rowdy outside goes Sloth, and German gets past them. So yeah, he was going pretty slow there, German, as he defended that move. I know it's because he had to take a different line. But yeah, he hasn't managed to put away. He just needs to try and stick with the DRS now, doesn't he, a Sloth? So he doesn't get caught by Sam and Ardu, who have started to close up now as German and Sloth battled each other. But young Tommy's in that battle too, and none of them will join it soon. Max and Dylan will join it as soon as they stop fighting each other. But Max now is ahead of Dylan, so he can close up. Dylan, of course, on 12 old medium tyres, so it'll be more of a struggle for him to close up. And Lynx on Black Box, look how close these are. Be looking to get past as soon as possible. I think Black Box has not got as good exit though as Lynx has again, and Lynx, unfortunately, he's not even using his deployment because he knows he's not going to be quick enough to get through, as Black Box has still got DRS. What Lynx wants really is Black Box to overtake Epic the Animal. Then Lynx can overtake Epic the Animal quickly too, and then Black Box will be there, all vulnerable for Lynx to pounce on, because he won't have the DRS then. But Lynx is just going to find it so hard to get past Black Box whilst he's got the DRS. Yeah, yellow flag, and that is for Jacob Slayer. No, it's not, it's for Chalk, because he's gone for another spin actually. Number 10 I think now. Jacob Slayer's catching on V-Robbie. Doesn't look like V-Robbie's going to get any points again today, does it? Unfortunately. 45 viewers, thank you all very much. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Absolutely loving this race. Quality racing all round. And Black Box is weaving to try and get away from Lynx, isn't he? He knows that he hasn't got the pace to get past Epic the Animal at the moment. And the pressure is coming from Lynx behind. And the longer this battle goes on, the more Epic the Animal will be happier, because these soft tyres obviously grain quicker than the mediums do. And look at the exit Lynx has got there. Surely he's not going to go for a move into Cop, so he's going to put it down the inside. His IFR teammate, he's going to put it in the inside, but he has to back off. Yeah, he's not sensible going for that, obviously, is it? And with Sly Guy in first, like we said, Sly Guy's quite a few points off Black Box and Lynx in the standings. But if he's winning the race, Sly Guy, which looks almost a certainty now, it's just important for Black Box and Lynx to make sure they at least get some solid points, which third and fourth is. And is Black Box going to go for it on Epic the Animal? No, he's not. Look how close all three of these are now. What a battle we've got to the end of the race. We've got 5 laps left. Well, it'll be 4 when Sligo crosses the line. We've seen German getting back past Sloth. Of course, he's got that penalty, German, so Sloth will get back ahead of him when they cross the line. I'm just smart about it. Kez is saying Epic on these mediums is doing good. He's doing really good, isn't he? He's doing absolutely fantastic. Good is an understatement there. Epic the Animal's really been able to hold up Black Box and Lynx, and like I say, he's got through the hardest. It'll only get easier for Epic the Animal as these soft tyres go off more, and like I say, mediums do almost the whole race here. Look at Siege, 22 laps on them. He's starting to struggle now, Siege. Obviously he does need a pit. He's just hoping for a safety car still, which is too late to come, I think, now, unless something happens on this lap. Number 50 viewers, thank you very much for watching Lynx. You might be watching Lynx get past Black Box in a minute, but you might be watching Black Box get past Epic the Animal. It's been going like this in this little train between the three of them for about 4 or 5 laps now. You feel it's just a matter of time before something happens. Who is going to go for it? And this is the thing, Lynx and Black Box, they can't risk it. They're top 2 in the standings. Sly Guy's in third. With Sly Guy winning this race, by looks like they can't be putting too many risks out there, because they both crash out and Sly Guy wins, they'll lose a lot of points to him. Theo's had another spin. Chalker's had another spin as well towards the back. Yeah, they're really not having the best of races, are they? And Lynx is low on ERS though, isn't he? Black Box has saved a lot up, so yeah, you'll see him just start to pull away as Lynx, I think, has turned off his deployment. Yeah, he has. And look, here we go then. Black Box trying to go around the outside. He's just hit the curb though, isn't he? And he can't quite get it done. Epic the Animal might get a warning for that. I'm sure he will. Is Black Box going to go for it on the outside? He is going to put his car down the outside. But I think Epic the Animal's just about got it covered, and he has. And Black Box has got to watch out if he goes for it in a risky place, because Lynx is right there. And German's getting past Siege. Siege is finally in the pits. Lynx, surely he's not going to go for it down the inside here. No, he's not. He's got to watch out, because Black Box might change his line any moment, because he's trying to get past Epic the Animal. He's right in front. Is Black Box sending it down the inside? No, he's not. But he's moved towards the inside. So now Lynx have a little look. Epic the Animal struggling down these medium tyres. Lynx trying to go for a better exit, but hits a bit of that red sausage curb. And again, Epic the Animal just got enough to stay ahead on the Wellington straight. And Lynx again in the slipstream, incredibly close to Black Box, and he's trying to send it round the outside this time, but just not quite got the grip. But now he's got the inside line. Be careful they don't make contact. They almost do. Nearly might spin Lynx there, just about back off, and they touch and they crash, and Lynx has sent Black Box out. Oh, we said it was a matter of time before something happened, but Black Box, I think Lynx just got a bit wobbly there, and Black Box has spun. I don't know if Lynx was at fault for that or what there. I don't know if it was a racing incident. We're on board with it. But Lynx made contact with the right rear of Black Box and has spun him round. They made contact last week. Lynx got spun last week. It didn't matter though. They were so clear in the top three. He got the podium in any case. But I don't think Black Box, he's missing an end plate, isn't he? I don't think that's survivable to the end of the race, though, is it? Oh, he's got to be careful, and there's contact behind now, and it's sent young Tommy off the track. And yeah, they've got to be patient in getting past. The Soft's getting past German. Black Box doesn't have to get off the line completely. It's not like his car's got no wheels or anything. He doesn't have to get off the line. He is kindly now getting off the line. But I think Arda might have damage as well now. And he's got to, oh yeah, he couldn't come in the pits either because Nunda was there. Black Box is staying out too. He's going to try and survive to get as many points as he can. But Lynx has fallen off Epic the Animal now. This has helped Epic the Animal. I think that P2 is looking good for him. We don't like Lynx saying Will Kingsbury. Yeah, the Black Box fans aren't very happy, are they? Tommy has wing damage, sat in centre. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He did go off, didn't he? Yeah, he's missing an end plate on that right hand side. Yeah, Black Box in ninth, trying to fend off Menace Max. He's not going to be able to, though, is he? By the looks of it, he'll have DRS to help him on the straight. We know Black Box is the top driver, so he's going to try and cling on as much as he can, but there's not much he can do about that one. And look in front, Arda's really pushing Nunda out wide, but Nunda's going to get the move done. I wonder if Arda's got slight damage somewhere as well, because he did go into the back of Black Box, didn't he? And Nunda's sliding a bit. But Sam Swift, this has allowed him to get that P6 covered, isn't it? And Sloth in P4, looking to close back up to Sly Guy for third in the stands, isn't he? Well, he won't close up to Sly Guy, because Sly Guy's obviously looks like he's going to win the race, but will consolidate that fourth place in the standing. Sloth doesn't have to worry about fending off German. If I was Sloth, I'd just let German go, because he's obviously got the penalty anyway, unless Sloth's on 2 warnings himself and is worried about making another one. Jamie spun 5 times on Thursday. Oh, really? Shocker. Absolute shocker. And yeah, Sloth doesn't fight that too hard off German. German makes the move, but Sly Guy starts the last lap of the race, and it's been dominant from him really, isn't it? He's absolutely dominated the whole race. There's been times where we've been questioning, could this happen, could that happen? But in the end, it's just been Sly Guy all the way, isn't it? Got overtaken off the line. Lap 5, he got the position back. He's on the last lap now, unless he makes some sort of catastrophic error. He's got it covered, isn't he? Black Box, he's got 1 lap to try and hold on to that final point. I know some people would have just thrown it in the wall and quit then, but Black Box has carried it on, hasn't he? He might be overtaken here by Dylan, but Dylan, of course, has got a 3-second penalty, so he just needs to stay a few seconds ahead of him. Black Box does, and that point could make the difference in the end in the standings. But we'll see what happens between these. I think Dylan might try and get the move done on Black Box. Looks like he's going to as well. Yellow flag for back is just for a Red Bull. I'm pretty sure that's Chalkers having another adventure. Black Box can seize place. He's got to try and stick within 3 seconds. Yeah, Arda has definitely got, I'm sure he's got some sort of damage, isn't he? Because he's fallen a good few seconds off now. He's in P9. And, well, maybe Black Box will try and fight Arda then, if Arda is going slow. We can't see, he's not missing an end plate, so his damage isn't as bad as Black Box. It shows how well Black Box is doing with that damage. Really flying off the track now though. But he needs to stay in 3 seconds. I think he will at this rate. Anyway, we're going to go on board with silly Sly Guy, who crosses the line and wins the British Grand Prix comfortably in the end. 9 seconds clear. Epic the Animal did a different strategy, and it's worked absolutely brilliant for him, that early pit stop. Second for Epic the Animal, second podium of the season. Lynx gets third after an incident with Black Box, which I'm sure will be looked at. German takes 5th after that penalty. Soft up to P4. Max getting past Nunda, and look, Max getting past him on the final lap. and Max crosses the line for P7. Sam got 6th, Nunda in 8th. Arda will get ahead of Dylan, I think, just about. Black Box will get 10th though, after Dylan's penalty, so he does manage to cling on for that P10. Black Box, I'm sure Black Box will be absolutely gutted. We said, didn't we, that Lynx and Black Box going for it, fighting each other, they don't need to take the risks. It wasn't a risk really that Black Box took, was it? Because Lynx got side by side and sort of sent him in the wall. And that is the thing, isn't it? Sly Guy just making no mistakes out in front. It was just about trying to get it home for that second, third, fourth, whatever it was. Unfortunately, yeah, to be honest, it's the first, apart from the Sam incident of Black Box, which wasn't reported, it's the first time Black Box had an in-race incident. But he's still got it home for 10th, and he's got a point out of it, which is important. Yeah, Chalker's kept going. People say absolutely, so he didn't get on very well today, all those spins, but he kept it going. That's what matters. Unlike the And Engine study, only 2 DNFs for people who retired in the pits, which is unfortunate. But no safety car, no VSC. That was an absolutely incredible race. Really enjoyed watching that. And again, it seems to be whenever the pissed up Bradfield's not with us in the commentary box, we have a good race. Menace Max, driver of the day, absolutely again. Crawling up, didn't mention much on the stream, but he just stays back, hangs back, makes no mistakes, and gets up in the points. I gamble on safety car for Siege because we have 2 for every race it doesn't come. Yeah, well, I know, that's crazy, isn't it? How it works. I've done the same thing at Britain before. A couple of weeks ago I did it in ALR because I can't stand this track. Just went for the same thing that Siege did, but the safety car never came. One time you want it to, so one time it doesn't. Even look at the fastest lap, Sly Guy miles in front, almost a second clear of everyone else there. Chalker's got red rear wing damage. Yeah, I think that's why he kept spinning, but he carried on, which is, you know, what we love to see. Yeah, Chalker showing the quitters how it's done, and V Robbie's so gutted. Yeah, unfortunately he made a mistake out of Beckett's. He could have been up for that battle where Epic the Animal, Lynx and Black Box were. Hands are sore saying Nunda, but decent points. Yeah, he's in P8 after 7 points this season. He gets another 4 to add on. So yeah, it's really good effort there from Nunda. Epic the Animal saying thanks guys. Drove his nuts off, and he drove him really well too. He knew when he was beaten. He let cars pass when he knew he weren't gonna be able to fight it too hard, and in the end gets a P2. I'm really happy for him after that. Yeah, great race, guys. Saying Fungi, absolutely. It was a fantastic race to watch. We're going to get the top 3 in for a interview quickly. I doubt Sly Guy have much to say. Just, yep, I drove around every race, every lap as quick as I could and won. And that'll be that interview done for him. But yeah, it'll be interesting to talk to Lynx after that incident, won't it? But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me just find them on my list, get them in the party. Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Yeah, Gerben, that 3-second penalty costing. He only won the top 10 to get a 3-second penalty, so they did really well to manage the penalties too. But yeah, no safety car race, which I think is the first time this season in probably any league that we have. So yeah, well done to everyone for that. It was a quality race all around. Not many incidents at all, apart from obviously the one we saw towards the end. And yeah, again, big thanks to all the reserves racing today as well. So Dylan, Tommy, Jake, Max. Of course, Max again up in the points. But yeah, anyway, I've been joined by Lynx in the commentary box. Another podium for you, mate. How's that race for you?
I just want to say sorry to Black Box. I'm not sure what happened. I know it's just in those last laps, like Epic, me and him were just going like mental because of that DRS is so OP, and you never want to be the third driver in that DRS train. And yeah, so I was just trying every lap to try and get past, and then on that especially lap, I had the speed and I went side by side, and I don't know why we came out the corner and it's just, I don't know what happened. It's either I didn't turn or he turned to go into that right-hander, but obviously if it was my fault, I'm sorry, and you know, I don't like battling like that. But it's just with how this track acts and how you've got to like work with it, I had to go through it, but obviously it's not the way I wanted it to end.
Absolutely,
so,
mate, yeah, of course. I know that's obviously you wouldn't do that in a race, of course, everyone knows that. We've seen the quality race inside from you, and obviously again it was an epic battle between you all. And yeah, let's say from my point of view, just your left front, it is right rear. Either way, only sort of got a split second to see it, so not sure how it went. Sure, that'll be discussed after. But anyway, fantastic race, and again another podium for you. So closing up to Black Box either way in the standings.
Yeah, I shouldn't be though.
I know it's hard in the way that's happened, but
he'll take me out the next race, so it should be easy.
Yeah, well, you come given the last race. You're looking to make a hat trick now as well. I know the last one was nothing in it, and no one
Yeah,
lost
no,
places.
that
But
was just me trying to keep the fight going. But anyway, yeah, just before you move on, just sorry to him if it was my fault. But if it was a racing incident, yeah, that's just unfortunate.
yeah, no, that's fine, mate. Well done to you again, mate. Second place then, Epic the Animal. Well, it's only the second time I've heard his voice this season on the podium interview, but fantastic race, mate, and well done to keeping Lynx and Black Box behind at the end.
Hey, thanks. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be able to race every Saturday. I just got a new job 2 weeks ago, so I consistently work Monday through Friday, get off at 5 o'clock, and I actually can league race consistently on the weekend, which feels good because I hate committing to something and being that guy that can't show up. But yeah, it
Absolutely,
feels
yeah.
good to show up, and especially after last week was just horrible. It was like last Saturday was so bad. Like I woke up feeling like crap, and I had an early league race that I bottled after qualifying pole on the formation lap. It was horrible. And then I did that at Spain, and it's like I'm usually the guy that just chills, races my own race, and it's like, all right, what happens around me happens around me. I'm just gonna do my race. But like to make two mistakes like that in one day, and then I had a Call of Duty tournament that night, and I played awful. It was like just the worst Saturday.
Well, like you said
And
at the
then
beginning, you are back.
yeah, it feels good to be back on the podium because it wouldn't feel so good if the guys around me weren't as good as they are. Like I feel like an old man saying this, but like, man, I'm getting my ass beat by some kids. Like I'm 27, these 16-year-olds are just destroying me week in and week out. But yeah, it feels good to get on the podium in a league like this because the talent is so deep. Like I'm sure everyone else can vouch for it. It's like we were on it on those qualifying laps, and then to still be like before I got that last lap, I was sixth. So I'm like, how the hell is that lap I just hit sixth? But it felt good to stay in front of those guys. Got off to a good start, and I just raced my own race and just let whatever happens around me happen around me, and just tried my best to defend. It's unfortunate what happened to Black Box, but on the inside, I didn't even see it, and then all of a sudden I saw caution, and I didn't see the arrow behind me, and I'm like, oof, like I got away with one on this one.
Absolutely, mate. Well, like I say, you summed it up in one for me, really. You just hung in there and focused on your own race, and that's why you're on the podium again, mate. Well done. Good race, and hopefully see you again. Well, don't leave it so long again this time. Anyway, we'll
I
move on to
will.
the race winner, Silly Sly Guy. I don't think he has much to say, really. He got overtaken at the start, of course, but apart from that, got the move back on that 5, and it was pretty routine from there. Well done again, mate.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, Epic, I'm actually 15, not 16. So
That makes me feel worse. Come
you're
on,
welcome.
get
Second
older
of
so
all,
I feel less bad.
fine, will do. Second of all, yeah, pretty much nothing much really to say. I literally saw what was happening behind the train, and I was like, they gotta be focusing on that, so I just drove my own race and finished in the lead by about 9 seconds. So we take those. That's what I
Yeah.
have to say.
Well, in the end, I would say I know Epic Animal was saying it was the talent is so deep in this league, but today, and obviously same in recent weeks as well, there's only been one person winning the races, and pretty comfortably as well, I have to say today.
Yeah, I'd say majority of it was just down to the power of the DRS though. So trust me, this is just probably a Britain thing and not a lot of other tracks. So don't expect this too often.
Anyway, we'll keep it short and sweet, and that race was absolutely fantastic. Like I say, no safety cars makes a change, doesn't it? It's great to see. And obviously, safety car bunches everything up, and it's more interesting, if you say, but great to just see a full race of racing. It's absolutely fantastic. And thank you to everyone for watching as well. Thank you to the top winners on the podium interviews. And see you tomorrow for League 1, League 2. And then from me, you'll see me next week, and for the Champions League. And what track is it next week? Let's have a little look quickly. We will be in Azerbaijan next week. Oh wow, so it's a completely different track to Britain. One of the longest ones back to the streets. That'll be a fantastic race, that will. I'm sure it'll be a lot more eventful too in terms of instance, but looking forward to that one. We'll see you then. Good night.